compulsively all the time. That is to say, we talk to ourselves. If I talk all the time, I don't hear what anyone else has to say. If I think all the time, that is to say, if I talk to myself all the time, I don't have anything to think about except thoughts. And therefore, I'm living entirely in the world of symbols. Therefore, if you meditate for an ulterior motive, that is to say, to improve your mind, to improve your character, to be more efficient in life, you've got your eye on the future and you are not meditating. Well, meditation, when correctly done, has nothing to do with all that. It's a kind of digging the present. It's a kind of grooving with the eternal now. The place where it's at is simply here and now. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world as if you were listening to music. Don't try to identify the sounds you're hearing. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrums. It's all just sound. And if I am talking to you right now when you're doing this, don't try to make any sense out of what I'm saying, because your brain will take care of that automatically. You don't have to try to understand anything. As you hear sounds coming up in your head, thoughts, you simply listen to them as part of the general noise going on, just as you would be listening to the sound of my voice, or just as you would be listening to cars going by or to birds chattering outside the window. So look at your own thoughts as just noises. And soon you will find that the so-called outside world and the so-called inside world come together. They are a happening. Your thoughts are a happening, just like the sounds going on outside. And everything is simply a happening, and all you're doing is watching it. It's all just sound. The place where it's at is simply here and now.
Alrighty, what is going on today, guys? Oh shoot, give me a second. That same damn issue with OBS. Give me 1 second. I could fix it, no problem. Just a second here. Okay. Just gotta align this the right way. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I mean, ultimately, what we want to, what we want to look at here is we want to start off. What's up, Antonio? Appreciate you, man. What's up, Elon? Yeah, what's up, Alif? So, yeah, I know Ben Armstrong is live right now, so that's that probably takes away a little bit. That's a highly watched stream right now, but let's just get into what could potentially kind of happen here. Ultimately, I mean, kind of a head and shoulders potentially break down from this head and shoulders and come down to like 26, you know, that kind of area. around that area. Maybe even lower. Technical target, if you do break down, is going to be a bit lower. I could see us being a little bit more sideways today. And then, yeah, 25.6, that area is pretty big. 25.9 to 25.6 is going to be a pretty big area. I do think a short down there would probably work. I got some trade setups in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord if you guys are interested. And always appreciate you guys to smash the likes, guys. It's been an apathetic time in crypto. We're going to look at some Forex as well. And I started, so a lot of people have asked me for a while, what's a good exchange to like leverage trade, Forex, leverage trade indices, traditional markets, all that. PrimeXBT is a pretty good option. You just need to use a VPN if you're in a restricted area, such as the United States. Put a new link down below. You can get up to, I believe, a $7,000 bonus in my link. Keep in mind, you do have to deposit a lot with that, but they do have a lot of really good Forex pairs. So probably we're going to start doing some Forex trades there because Forex is easier. Forex is pretty easy to trade, especially compared to crypto. So, and we also got KMAC in the Discord who has a lot of success doing Forex trading. So yeah. And, ultimately, not too much has changed on the macro. We're still waiting for this red dot to confirm on the monthly. Trigger wave to the downside, still waiting for that guy to confirm right there. I think it's a pretty bearish sign overall. And ultimately, money flow coming out right there. And, yeah, ultimately, this little trigger wave is coming up on the weekly. And then VWAP coming down in the 3-day. So, it's like pick your poison. Do you want to go with the weekly potentially to bring us up higher, or do you want to go with the 3-day to bring us down lower? I would lean more in the bearish case a little bit more. Can we have another jump up to maybe 27.8 to test like the to potentially test the 200 weekly moving average? Yes, we absolutely can. Will it happen? I have no idea. I really, it's tough to say. It could be a little choppier, going forward. A little bit hard to read, as it has been a bit. So, yeah. But ultimately, I think, into October, you're going to see more of a drop down to probably 23K and potentially down to 21.7, which is going to be 21.6, 21.7, 21.8, 22K, that area. November is going to be a pretty big point. November, potentially a pretty big point. What's up, Crypto Grizzly? I haven't seen you in a minute. We're going to clear 28.2 liquidation. We could, sure. October is about, yeah, I think it will be. I think it ultimately will be, most likely. So, yeah. And then, ultimately, what we want to do is I think you potentially can break down farther here on Bitcoin. Now let's look at the Ethereum chart. Bitcoin goes down to 24.8K. It's finished. That's a big area. That's a big area, man. I agree. Well, depending on how you define finished. But yeah. Money flow kind of coming deeper on the 2-week there. On ETH. Macro, similar to Bitcoin. We confirmed the red dot or blood diamond on the daily. Ultimately, not a very good sign. I think we can come lower. Looks like it wants to curve down. Lower right here. Dixie could move lower in the short term. Yeah, that's a bear div right there in the 6 hour. I could see the Dixie moving lower a bit. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I think swing shorts make more sense. Could jump up because of that, sure. But monthly, that's a strong bullish indication on that monthly. So, yeah. I've looked at AVAX a bit, and we're just keep bleeding here. And I think that you're probably going to end up around 550 in the coming months. I think that could be a big, big place for AVAX, around 550. And that's a technical target of 470. Around the $5 range, I think is going to be huge. I think that's ultimately where you may end up here. Just want to see something. 96% down, not impossible. Oil is, yeah, I mean, oil is not bad at all. You know, about to hit that technical target at 83. Your weekly not too bad. I mean, your RSIs are coming down a little bit. You might get a bit of a pullback. I mean, I think what may end the fun here is the Fed raising again in November. Maybe early. I feel like early next year. Oil may start to come down again. I'm thinking like double top or something. I mean, we already know the Fed, you know, didn't accept this in June and kept raising rates. So you get back to $90, you know, you're probably going to see. I haven't looked at actual gas prices lately, but, you know, we'll see. ExxonMobil, not bad at all in that monthly. I mean, it's a slow mover, but yeah. Doesn't look bad to me at the moment. Sun, yeah. Sonico, okay. Money flow coming up here on the monthly. Weekly, yeah. Yeah, I think you got some more to go. And I think that other thing too is if you look at the 30-year, where is it? 30-year, this guy. Man, this is going to be rough. I mean, what's interesting too is like it still takes you about 6 months to renew a passport. Nobody can move. Nobody could sell, you know, unless you're renting. Nobody could sell or buy a house right now because interest rates are so high. Powell didn't seem to care about that when he talked about it. Seems like they want us to stay in place. Seems like they want us to stay in place. And now this potential jump up higher. Money flow coming higher. And then, yeah, that should come up a bit more. I think that's as much as we could see here for the 30-year. Freaking average 30-year mortgage rates are now like 8%, which is insane. Insane. Well, going back 20, 30 years, it wasn't that crazy, but still pretty high, you know what I mean? So yeah, ultimately that's what we're looking at right there. Dogecoin, I was talking about this on Debate Crypto yesterday. Now I think you can come down to 2 cents for this, but we'll see. I mean, especially if the altcoins keep bleeding. I don't know what's going to happen with Doge. I feel like half the people that own it don't even have access to forgot their Robinhood account password or whatever, but they may need that, yeah. So for Forex, I'm going to start doing some trades on PrimeXBT. No KYC required. You do have to use a VPN. Link down below. I just got the promo if you guys want to get up to $7,000 in promo and deposit bonus. Check it out. It's good because obviously you could trade on the Tether pair for a lot of these Forex pairs. And you could do like S&P 500, all that. And oil too, commodities. So it's good in that aspect. Really like it in that aspect. So probably try to do some of them on there. Check it out down below if you're interested. And people have been talking about this going down. I know Jim Cramer was trying to defend this, but this looks a lot like how Apple looks, a lot like how a lot of other things look. I mean, this is almost a head and shoulder type, you know, thing. And, you know, if we were to go like that, $70 or something, $70 potentially. And yeah. And ultimately too, got the S&P 500, which is not looking good by any means. Oh yeah, we'll look in the video, of course. Yeah, I'm not looking good by any means here. Through coming down. I mean, I think this will continue down more. There could be jumps. I mean, nothing goes down too quickly. The main thing I was looking at here was the 5 days a good indication. You know, red dot, red X, right down. I mean, can you repeat something like that? I don't know, but let's see where that would bring us to. June of 24, lower low? Maybe. I don't know. I think it would be sooner than that, but I don't think it looks too good. Now, let's look at AMD. Kind of a diamond pattern. I would say trigger wave to the downside in the monthly. You know, the 2-week money flow coming down. The 3-week as well, money flow coming down. And yeah, I mean, that's that. Let's look at the video a little bit here. So, you know, usually bearish div with money flow coming out gives you what you need on the weekly. You know, even that shorter term one. So I would say down. Especially you confirm the 3-week one. Let's look at the monthly one. Not yet, but you're about to print that. I would think down. Maybe, you know, I feel like the hype of shorting this has also kind of cooled down a bit. There's just less short pressure than there was. Like, nobody's really talking about shorting NVIDIA anymore. They all, you know, lost all their money doing it. So something like this has got a good shot, I think. Let me do this. I was supposed to set up. So yeah. XRP, the old fan favorite. Trigger wave on the monthly, that's been there for a minute. I mean, this is a pretty big SR point. Potential trigger wave on the weekly. Looks better than some other things. Yeah, it could. Yeah. I mean, if you were to bounce here, potentially these highs, yeah, 55 cents or something. Now, how would we play that in a long? Let's see. I mean, you could do that. Something like that might work. That might work. I don't know, though. Might have a good shot there in the XRP army. ETH Bitcoin right now keeps, yeah, it just keeps looking like it wants to bleed more. And I believe it will. And, you know, where's the next big spot? Around 0.55, 0.055. And I think that's probably the minimum I would wait to be, you know, buying Ethereum instead of buying Bitcoin. What's up, Karate? So yeah, okay, you're shorting a video from 500. That could be a good idea. Let's see here. So we were looking at, I just want to look at a few of the Cardano. Let's take a look at. So yeah, I mean, these are really freaking, oh geez, these are Cardano and AVAX are really, I mean, out of that pattern, you kind of have a technical target. You know, you got one technical target probably at 19 cents, another one at like 13, 14, which is where we may end up towards the end of the year, early next year. That's what it's kind of looking like, potentially, for Cardano. Ultimately, what we've been waiting for months here, what I've kind of been talking about, this like bull day of money flow coming up on the 2-week is probably what I want to wait for to start buying. So yeah. Gap to RSI is coming down. I would say Solana looks a little bit better in some other things, but daily trigger wave about to print, I don't think that looks good. I think you would maybe bounce around here a little bit more and then lose it and come down to like 14, 15, and then from there we'll see what happens. But I think on that weekly we want these RSIs to come lower and come together, which may not happen until November. So yeah, that's ultimately what we're looking at right there. Excuse me, especially if we break this structure that we're at right now. How far can Tesla fall? Let's take a look. Tesla was looking a little bit stronger than a lot of other. I mean, you can't look at just one time frame, but I mean, this is a nice, M pattern. Generally a more bearish pattern. I mean, you got the neckline there, and then you could go. I mean, if you break down 166 potentially. That's a little weird on the weekly. Yeah, the daily, you could come down quite a bit here. You could, I mean, I don't know about that much, but I mean, just want to zoom out a little bit. I feel like you probably could get down to 160 and then maybe 160 towards the end of the year. And then potentially down to these lows, maybe a little bit of a lower low, 90 something early next year. And I think that's probably it. That would be my guess here. Yeah, let's look at a few of the Forex pairs. Let's just start with the euro. I mean, that's always a common one. The textbook kind of trade entry, the 2 week, based on the 2 week, the rejection from there. I mean, here's kind of your low risk, high reward kind of setup on the euro. Kind of like that. Well, not that low risk, but I mean, you could make it tighter to be, yeah, that's not bad. And I think that probably will continue to bleed as the Dixie comes up. Short term, you may have a little bit of relief here, though. Now, let's look at those pairs you were talking about. So, British Pound USD. Ooh, yeah, same thing in the month. So, these are more like a lot of the Forex trades that, I've done in the past that, they're boring, but they have high win rates. Like, it's more of a passive income type thing. Like, it's... To you degenerates, you may not like it, but something like this, I mean, that's not the best risk reward ratio, but based on a trigger wave price, something like that would work very well. I mean, you could go tighter, you could go there. I mean, you could be, if you think this is going to bleed more, pick your poison. I would probably go down to that wick. Something like that would probably work out pretty well here. And guys, if you want to check out the Aldo Empire VIP Discord, got KMAC in there. A lot of great Forex setups, a lot of great Forex setups if you guys are interested. First link down below. So yeah, and then Australian dollar versus the US dollar. So let's take a look at that. I mean, first thing we want to, everything's bleeding against the dollar, essentially. I mean, this is just generally bled more against the dollar, and this is one of those ones that could probably keep going a bit down. It would make sense in the short term to come down farther there. Trigger wave on the daily. There is a little, yeah, okay, so middle time frame is not bad. Trying to think here. This one I probably wouldn't trade right now. I'd be more inclined to do the euro or the British pound against the dollar. We go look at the yen, Japanese yen. So that's been a bit more bullish. Now this could be, if we see how that money flow turns out. We see a bearish div, double top. That's what we got to look at here. Again, these are slow movers. They're slow movers, but I mean, well, no, that's not. Wow, yeah, we're on the monthly, but yeah, this thing has gone up 100% against the dollar. Wow. But look at all that negativity. And then the peso. I always like to look at the peso. That's probably starting to come down a bit. Yeah. Kind of as expected. That area right there. Yeah, we hit major trend. That's giving us trouble. And 2 week kind of bear div. I mean, this is kind of textbook right here now. What could happen on the weekly? We're coming up a little bit here. Okay, I would lean more bearish. I would probably take the take the short on this, you know, let's just see, take the short on this. You got room to go down here. You got plenty of room to go down. Hit that target, and then if you were to go that wick down, 120, around there, I would say. Around there. I think you would put back what you did over the past few months. I mean, what is this up from? What is this up from when I was in Mexico? 10%? Wow. Okay. VLO. Let's take a look. What is VLO? Oh, okay, oil. Let's see here. Weekly's not bad. Your monthly and your 2 week are questionable. I would say this would generally, for obvious reasons, generally follow what USO does. I think you have short-term potential for a lot of these, but we got to see. I think you're good for another month or so. But I mean, if you were to break upward more, let's 186 potentially. We'll see though. It's at an all-time high. What has this gone up for? Wow. Caspa could be a pretty good short right now. I mean, they wicked out. Probably a lot of people were shorting. They wicked them out. Bummer, but that daily bear div, I mean, I have a pretty good setup for this in the Aldo Empire Discord down below. But yeah, this has got a good potential kind of swing short setup. I'm really looking for double top. I mean, kind of down to these areas, I think is likely. Nothing is immune. Nothing is immune. Everything eventually will get wrecked in some ways. It's like a Matic a little bit. Matic showing more weakness, I would say. I mean, you do, okay, the weekly bull div, that's good, but money flow is not where it's probably going to give you a little bit of green and then just roll over. Money flow is not the way we want it to be here. BIDU? I don't even, is it dog food? I don't know what this is, but what I do know is that you're about to get a trigger wave, so a little expensive for the monthly. We could do something. I mean, we provide so much in there. I should be to be completely honest, we should be charging like $100 a month. I mean, it's trading. You gotta, to really be serious about it, you can't be, you have to have some type of capital in your account. I mean, with all the fees and everything. I'm not saying you can't trade with small amounts, but with all the fees and everything, But, yeah. Let's see here. We can look at the, yeah, this doesn't look good, I don't think. Oh, Pecco. Ooh. Oh, it just went public a little while. Oh, okay. $1 billion company. I'm surprised this isn't doing that well because everybody has animals now instead of kids. I mean, I don't know. No clue. Netflix, that setup's done okay so far. And this jump right here, yeah, in the weekly. Render, I think, can form like a head and shoulder type thing. On some of these time frames like that, and then you'll probably roll over. Yeah, it's not going to go down without a fight, but it doesn't look too good by any means overall in the macro. Probably be sideways and then drop down farther. I think that you're going to do, you know, once you break down from here, you're going to end up at some point into later this year, early next year, around 60 something cents, and then that could be a good place to really get in. So yeah. What conflux? They jumped up into March and down. Coming up a little bit. Yeah. Just looking at some of the old like ones that people used to show a lot. Harmony. I think you'll end up at that area. It's kind of looks like AVAX a little bit. I mean, it could go down another 50-60%. That money flow is not too promising there. Let's look at another one that's, you know, Zcash. It's a big area. This is one I'd probably almost want to take a long on. What's up, Jay Sherlock? Been a minute since I've seen you. How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you, man. It's that kind of area right there. And just want to take a look at funding rates. Very neutral, I would say. You know, more people are going along, but not by a lot. Doesn't really tell me much right now. Looking at a few of the like, you know, headlines. Let's see. Debt spiral. It's always the same. So yeah, if that goes the next BBB, it could be. It could be. I mean, can you even still trade BB? I think it's obviously officially bankrupt now, but yeah. What's the 84 million? Yeah. Let's see here. Just trying to think like what we could look at. I mean, Microsoft, yeah, all these NASDAQ ones are generally looking the same. Not good. I'll tell you that much. Not good. So yeah. Blood diamond on the weekly. This could be a good short setup. I would probably even just do it there and then at that point you'd probably go tighter, yeah. Something like that maybe. Strasbourg. What's up, Andy B? Let's see. And How is the... So the dollar keeps going up against the... That's interesting, yeah, because the dollar, Chinese yuan, the MEXC. Let me see something here. Could be a good short, actually. Yeah, I feel like the Chinese yuan might be coming something like this. Could be wrong, but yeah. Like that. Maybe. Dollar is toast against the yuan. I don't know. But yeah. What is like what are the CNBC headlines saying? Hmm. Play at least 6 months ahead of Trump, yeah. I want to see the CME, odds here, because I feel like this is just going to keep getting lower and this is going to keep getting higher of a potential rate hike. That's what I'm thinking. I just want to look at, let's look at some prior hikes here. Or compare, I don't know. Values. Oh, okay, it wasn't. Oof. This chart is. Oh, okay, correct. This one will tell. Where was the chart? Table. Anyway, the main thing out of that was that rate hikes are probably going to, start to, pivots are going to be more seen towards the end of 2024, I think. Bull div here. I mean, this could be for a crypto long. Zcash might be a good kind of setup. Zcash could be a good setup. Oh my God. Long setup. Oh my. I guess you can't. Now, how could we do this? Here we go, something like that. Zcash may have a good jump here. Zcash might have a good jump. I'll look at this short term a little bit here. Yeah, nothing looks too bad. Except that 30-minute, but that's real short term. Yeah. No, I didn't, but we should look at the CoinGecko and take a look at that. Let's see, mutants are $7,600. I think these could go down a bit more. I think at 4 or 5K has been my target for mutant apes for a while. 4 or 5K, yeah. And then for bored apes, I mean, 20 something K maybe, 20K maybe. So yeah. What's up, Raz LSU? What's up, man? So yeah. That's a Canadian dollar. Yeah, that's dumped a good amount against the. True, even though this could show some strength in the short term. This could, yeah, this could make its way back up to 75, you know, a little bit higher. And we wanted to look at gold and silver, obviously. We should take a look at gold and silver. So, yeah. Trigger wave on the monthly. I like how gold looks. Doodles, never even heard of doodles. I like how gold is looking with this trigger wave bull div thing. Or it's not even, okay, just trigger wave, I guess. But I like how it's looking. But, you know, we all know nothing really happens, you know, with gold. Same thing with silver. I like how it looks, but we'll see if we could break above 25. That would be a big point if we could get above 25 there. Yeah, Asia Capital, yeah. You know, I think it's gonna. Try to look at Intel here, 100 bill. Yeah, that's a nice kind of deal right there. Gap door size coming down. I don't know if this is gonna be able to make it. I feel like it'll kind of just come back down based on those gap to RSIs in the weekly. What's my allocation on percentage? Like percentage of net worth, you mean? I mean, percentage of net worth. I mean, it depends. Like, you know, for more of a stock, you know, if you have a portfolio of stocks, crypto, and commodities, so, you know, indices, crypto, commodities, out of that, I would say, you know, a good number right now, 20-30%, but that's not, you know, not a percentage of net worth would be that high. You know, net worth, it depends how risky you want to be. I think right now, I mean, yeah, it's very relative. I mean, you could go 10% maybe, you know, something of that nature. Not any financial advice, just some things I like to do. I mean, it doesn't look bad. You know, gold and silver does not look. I mean, it looks good. You know, even if you compare it to S&P 500. I mean, obviously you can't earn interest on it, but it looks pretty good. It looks like it keeps wanting to outperform this S&P 500 by quite a bit. Unless this is a head and shoulders, then you're screwed. I don't think it is though, but yeah. I mean, obviously those numbers, the percentage that would change a lot as I think all coins and Bitcoin become more enticing early next year or later this year. So subject to change, but yeah. I mean, I think there is still as a use case for gold. I just think a lot of that money that would go into gold probably will go into crypto. So I wouldn't get like trapped in the boomer trap. You know what I mean? RSI's gap's coming down. Yeah, Amazon. I mean, nothing looks that great. Overall, like traditional markets, crypto, nothing looks that great. The only thing that's got a potential jump here, maybe Zcash. Algo looks better, but other than that, nothing's too. Kind of even like Zcash better, but Algo kind of looks, yeah. I mean, right there. China invading Taiwan. I think they're gonna wait until the U.S. kind of gets weaker over the next 10 years to do that. If they did that right now, I mean, if they did that right now, there's a good shot of that causing World War III. And World War III, the Western powers would most likely win as of right now. I think it would take years potentially before that happens, but it will happen. Yes, it will happen. When it does happen, I think the U.S. may be in a place where they can't even retaliate too much, where they might not even bother, or if they do, it may not end well for them. But that'll be years. I mean, that's going to take years. How is PayPal looking? Yeah, kind of just stuck here. That's what's interesting here is this is the 1, 2, 3, fourth yellow X. That's the fourth yellow X right there. So yeah, monthly's not. It's a risky play. I feel like you could end up down at $40. Yeah, I feel like you could end up down at $40. What was this? I know this one dumped a lot. Oof. That's a full bubble pop pattern, though. Let's take a look at that. Right there, I would go. Could go lower. I have no idea. $8 billion market cap. I feel like, I mean, it is used quite a bit, but there's probably, if you break down from there, yeah, you're probably coming out like $30 or more, lower low. I don't know. Oh yeah, we forgot to look at Apecoin. So, I mean, this is just dumped like crazy. Oh yeah, it's a new where it came out. 4 yellow X's though. Man, you're freaking catching falling knives if you want to go long on this, but you might have a shot here on the 3-day. You might have a shot on the 3-day. I mean, a lot of this, but keep in mind, I mean, you could see yellow X's all the way down here. You could see more yellow X's. So just that 4 yellow X's doesn't necessarily mean too much. I would probably want to look more for the weekly. Yeah. Short play and Atom. Let's take a look. Trigger wave to the downside there. Yeah. Something like, I mean, if you're thinking that, where was the trigger wave? View up down to the 3, yeah. I think he could probably come back down to 650 though. I don't know if I would trade this either way right now. That weekly, I feel like once this confirms, it'll kind of end the fun and you'll come down lower. Start your descent down to probably the 5s, I would guess. What's up, AZTV? So far, I mean, the only altcoins that kind of look good right now are Zcash and Algo, but that's, you know, that may not that may not play out too as well. Some may think. It's like a meta. And I know we did talk about Forex a lot today. You know, there's a lot of good opportunities for trading, you know, in indices and Forex as well. A lot of people ask me, you know, what's a good exchange to use for that? You know, if you don't want a KYC, you do need to use a VPN though. PrimeXBT is a good option. A lot of pairs. You can do high leverage for the, you know, Forex and all that. I'm going to be doing some Forex trades in there soon. They do have pretty high hit rates. So check out my link down below. We got a pretty good promo for PrimeXBT. You can get up to $7,000 trading bonus. If you sign up my link down below, use a VPN though if you're in a restricted area, obviously. And we do have KMAC in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord, a lot of really good alpha on Forex. And we got CBZ, we got Lanacor as well. A lot of great stuff in the Discord. Might be raising the price soon. I mean, people have asked me, I've said it's like too much. We provide a lot of content and like, you know, especially for somebody kind of serious about this, serious about getting into crypto, even if you don't want to trade, you know, the most important thing at the end of the day too, in the beginning, especially when you're getting, you know, your first, like Harley Munger says, you know, first 100 grand is the hardest. You know, sometimes you just gotta, you know, work for that, you know, and then once you have that, you could lay off the gas a little bit, like Charlie Munger said. So yeah. Money flow coming out, trigger wave to the downside right there on Meta. So yeah. So I think we are gonna, I think probably, I mean, not 100%, but probably on October 1st, I might be like raising the Discord to about $100 a month, which is still a fantastic deal for what we provide. And that's still cheaper than a lot of other big communities. I mean, I know Mitch Ray charges, you know, over 100 a month. Ben Cowan charges over 100 a month. I mean, a lot of people charge over 100 a month, and you probably should be at the level where you kind of could afford to pay that to, you know, if you really, because, you know, that's not, like, obviously not a lot of money. Like, let's be real, it's not a lot of money. And, you know, you probably should be at that level to afford that before you want to get serious about trading it. And even just buying, like, let's be real, even freaking just buying and investing in altcoins in general. Yeah. Even for, you know, investing and buying altcoins in general, you want to, like, sure, there's college kids who have done it well. You know, there's college kids who have done it well with, you know, a few $1,000s, and they made maybe 20, 30 grand. A few of them. 90% of them did not sell at the top, and now their Dogecoin is down 92%, so now they're back at, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 in that Robinhood account. You know, you want to be at the position where you probably, like, you know, I think the magic, I mean, it depends where you live, obviously. Some places are more expensive than others. I mean, if you live in a place like Miami, you probably want 150, 200K in the bank before you want to start grabbling into this. You know, have that amount in the bank and then kind of get into this type of thing. And I mean, if you're complaining about paying $60 or $100 a month for, you know, some group, whether it's mine, whether it's, you know, I don't know, Ben Cowan's, you know, Mitch Ray, there's tons of them. I don't know, crypto, there's a lot of them. You know, that's not a lot of money. I mean, even I think $100, if we look at an inflation calculator, probably back in 2015 was what, like $60, $70? Not a lot. Hmm. I think Andrew Tate's probably, I haven't heard Andrew Tate talk about that, but, I think he's probably right about that too. I mean, Alex Hermosi talks about the same thing, 50 is an international audience. I mean, look, people, there's billionaires in almost every country. There's billionaires in India. There's billionaires in Thailand. There's billionaires in every, there's people, I think that, I think that for what we provide, I think raising it makes a lot of sense. New Zealand dollar. I feel like it kind of follows the Australian dollar. Yeah, this one I don't see too much. Short term, you'd probably see some upward momentum. Generally a bullish pattern there. So yeah. What would I increase the rate? To get more people that are more serious about it. That would be one of the reasons. Two, we just provide so much. We work hard on it. Let's see here. No, it's a great community. It's a great community. Let's see. Let's see here. Alphabet. That doesn't look as bad as some of the other, as the NASDAQ and some other things. Got to keep an eye on that weekly. Yeah. Let's see here. Probably going to get off in a little bit. Been on an hour so far. Just want to see something here. Crude oil fee. That's, yeah, you can't really. Cattle. Making higher highs, cattle. IMX, let's take a look at that actually. Roblox. So you got that thing. And then nice little snake eyes right there. IMX could come up a bit. Let's look at Roblox. I forget what this even does or is. Oh yeah, we looked at this. It could go down to 15 bucks. Yeah, 15 maybe. I mean, we'll see. I don't, yeah, probably like 15 or something, 14 maybe. Could be a good short, yeah. I mean, that's a low. Yeah, if you were to, this is a breakout trade. I mean, there could be a short squeeze. You don't know, but I mean, yeah, look at that risk reward ratio. R weave. We'll look at a couple more, then I got to go. Chinese EV companies, NIO. Well, let's look at NIO. A lot of people like that one. This thing is, yeah, that jump up now. What? I mean, where was that jump? August? I think it'll go to $4, but maybe after that you got a good shot. I don't know. I know it's not a bad company, NIO, so I think it's got a good future. Interesting. So let's look at our weave. Oh, geez. Oh boy. Just trying to know. What is this? Yeah, this thing is. I mean, you're right there right now. You're getting a little jump on the weekly. I don't think it's got much left. I think you're just going to roll over here based on my preliminary analysis. I think you're going down to $2 or something. 260. Excuse me. Haram. Was this like Harambe? Yeah. How's this guy doing? Oof. Yeah, I think rejecting kind of off of that area. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Check out PrimeXBT if you guys are interested in Forex trading with leverage. Link down below. You do need to use a VPN if you're in a restricted area, up to a $7,000 trading bonus. So yeah, check that out down below. Only with my link down below, you can get that bonus. FAIRDESK, we're doing trading competition as well. That's really good for no VPN, no KYC for crypto trades. So check that out. And then PHEMEX is excellent as well. We're working on getting a trading competition with them. So check all those out. Check out the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. I may or may not be raising the price to $100 starting October 1st. So yeah, ultimately that's what we're looking at right now. I do have a new trading course as well. Not really a trading course, but more of a basic kind of crypto DCA strategy course, when to get in, when to get out. I think that's a really good one. I'll link down below, evanaldo.com. So yeah, check that out if you guys are interested. Really appreciate you guys. Maybe I will post a video later today. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye.